What's up guys, Jason here for TechnoBok unboxings. Today I'm going to be showing you my MK808 Android Mini PC TV stick. This you can get off many of the online retailers such as dx.com as well as a bunch of others. It's actually an amazing bit of kit this. Basically it runs your TV system much like you would do with an Android tablet PC. So all the same applications you'll get on your TV you're running that you get on your tablet PC, you'll be running straight through the TV. And I like to use it. I mean, I bought this thing thinking that it'll be a kind of piece of tech that's more gimmicky, it'll be more the occasional use. But once I plugged it in and started going with it, I'm actually using it day and night. You can use it for YouTube videos, just watching them. It's always nice to do it while lying in bed or sitting on the couch, just chilling there and watching through the stuff instead of having to hold your smartphone or your tablet PC. As well as that, there's Flipboard, so you can read the latest news stories. There's AccuWeather, so you've got your full weather report before you leave the house. It's also got huge functionality even in an office or business environment. You've got things like TuneIn Radio, which give you a huge selection of streaming music from all your favorite artists anytime. It's just streaming stations from around the world, a bit of a Sirius radio kind of vibe going on there. Basically, the product comes packaged with the device itself, which I will show you in the description, links to my review in the description below, which shows more about the packaging. The product is about slightly bigger than a flash drive PC dongle, and it literally plugs into your via mini HDMI to your TV's HDMI system and then into the power socket of the wall. It's supplied with the US style flat pins on the charger, but they also have a flat to round plug adapter, so it can be used in markets such as Europe and parts of Asia and South Africa. It's a really great device. I'm just going to let it start up now. I just quickly did a refresh of the system after doing a few updates, so we'll just let it jump straight into the system. In the meanwhile, I'll describe a bit more about it. Basically it's running Android 4.1 Jelly Bean straight out the box, 4.1.1. as well as a ARM Cortex A9 1.6 GHz dual core processor. It's got 1 gigabyte of memory, DDR3, and straight out the box it runs many of the great apps that you want, such as a media server, which I use personally at home to sync up to my media center, my Western Digital wireless drive, and that means a full selection of my movies and music and everything streaming straight through it. As well as it comes kitted out with Chrome browser and many of the other great apps standard to Android. It also comes with obviously the customization ability of the full Android market, the Google Play Store, which is running the Play Store 4.1 at the moment. I'll just show you what I also purchased with the device. For only another $20 you get this measly RC11, which is an Air mouse and remote. It's actually a full QWERTY keyboard, as well as when you double tap it you get the blue light there, and that enables the Air mouse, which you just literally move around like a regular mouse. You got your left and right mouse clicks. If I click on settings, I'll just show you how a little tour of the product settings. Basically there you'll see it's connected to our Wi-Fi network. You can slide through, there's a whole bunch of options, my accounts, everything on there. Just to show you a bit about the device itself. The device is running Android version 4.1.1, which of course everyone knows is the Jelly Bean build. And there's the bean on the screen, the guy we all like to see. And that is how it'll be running on your TV, which is quite nice to have. So your TV running much like a tablet PC would run. If we get out of that a sec, I'll just show you some of the other great apps that I've got running here. If you want to watch your YouTube channel, any YouTube info videos or channels, you just pop into the YouTube app, and this is kind of a whole new YouTube experience. Those guys with the Samsung Smart TV out there might have had a similar experience from the YouTube perspective, but having the freedom of the Google Play Store means way more than just YouTube and a few basic apps. You've got access to hundreds of thousands of great apps. And I mean, I stream radio through it. I read Flipboard magazine articles. I watch my tech reports and videos on YouTube, and browse the internet. I browse the web with it. You can use it for games. I've loaded up a few games which work nicely. The process is pretty good. It can be seen to be a bit laggy if you run too many applications at once, but as with any dual core processor, running too much at one time will tend to add a bit of lag to it. But on the general use and the day-to-day applications, it actually runs very smoothly. Just to show you now, it's probably taking a little bit longer as it's just rebooted and probably getting the Wi-Fi connection back. Wi-Fi connection's pretty strong. It's got a built-in, obviously, Wi-Fi receiver, so it just picks up your home network. It's also got a micro SD card slot, so mine at the moment's got an 8 gig card in it, and that works as you'd expect for your smartphone or tablet PC would. So that was just a quick tour of the YouTube app, just what it'll look like. Of course, if I dive straight into the menu, you'll see the Android overlay that they've applied to the MK808 is a very vanilla sort of style overlay, which I quite like. It's got a bit of a Nexus kind of theme to it. Once you dive into it, you'll see it actually runs, just to explain a little bit about it, it basically runs a 4.1 but a very stock version of Android. So of course I've kitted it out here, I've put on the beautiful widgets app and a few extras, but if I jump into the menu or something, you'll see it'll run it like a normal sort of vanilla version of Android 4.1. I'm just going to let it quickly boot up here, as whenever you do a restart of the device it just takes a couple of minutes to initialize, but once it's in it runs smooth. Here's kind of the menu. As you can see, it's got a very much a typical Android sort of 4.1 Jelly Bean look to it. You slide through the pages, it's got the scroll effect. You got all your widgets, and you just hold on something to apply it as you would normally do. If I want to pop straight into the Play Store, give you a description here of how the Play Store will appear on your TV, and there we are, straight into the full Play Store, which is loading up. And really nice to see in a display this size. It makes navigating through the Google Android system a complete pleasure to do it on something like this. I've got games there, the DSTV. I got, for example, being in a South African market share, it's nice to have your TV guide. And why sit with a paperback magazine when you can have it displayed on a full 1080p HD TV display, the way it should be seen. So that there will just load up that app. At the bottom there, of course, I got my notification shade in there. I've actually, okay, it's just telling me I've done some successful updates. Here comes the DSTV, today on the DSTV system, and it's showing you what's happening today. If we exit this, I'll just show you the notification shade there. It tells you where you've done your updates. Of course, got your time and date settings, and I've also got Google Now running, so it's giving me constant weather updates, and I've linked that to take me as well to AccuWeather. So Google Now has got weather, and I've linked it as well to have an AccuWeather update in the notification shade, and there it comes, telling me that the weather is not great today in Cape Town, South Africa. So that's a full weather report there going on. I've also linked it up to, okay, of course I said there's services like Flipboard, which is another nice one, as well as a few international streaming TV services. So even with having services like DSTV at home, still nice to know now I've got channels that I can access from literally anywhere in the globe, and they stream through, and providing the connection and the bandwidth runs smoothly, you actually find you've got a really nice experience. Here's the Flipboard stories. I'll just get out of that for a sec. I'll show you how I can actually stream TV from anywhere in the world. This little app here it's actually called, ironically, just Stream TV, and you just literally get into it, and here you go, you're getting a list of stations from everywhere in the world. You're getting all your countries. I'll just show you as I scroll through them. I mean, you're starting with the A's and you just keep going. You can just literally keep running through tons and tons of different countries. Now we're in the Arabic selection. It's Belgium, Brazil, Bulgaria, China. It just keeps going. The list's endless. I'm scrolling now as we're going. Denmark, you just keep getting stuff. But say we take France here. We decide, yeah, we'll try one of those. You'll find occasionally some stations you'll have to enter a different one and come back to it at times, depending on if it's loaded up the network. But generally, you find it's pretty good. And as you see the black screen, you press play, and we're literally watching a French television station as we're going now without any problem. You turn it up and this is running French TV straight out. So pretty cool app there. I'm just going to exit for the meanwhile, show you some other stuff quickly. Some of the other great apps, take something like Angry Birds, the famous game we all love. even now that it's been out for ages and it's getting a bit dated, it's still fun to be playing it in a landscape TV view like this. I'll just show you how this runs. It literally loads up there as if you're playing on a big tablet, but now I'm using my air mouse to play, so let's just dive straight into level 1 quick. Just gonna sketch rid of this video, and let's give it a shot. Let's see if I can do this. And there we go, that's Angry Birds playing through the Android TV PC of the MK808. Just gonna exit here quick and show you one or two other apps that you can play around with. Let's just get out of here. Of course I've updated the Flash Player settings, so I've got all the Flash applications, and then what I've also put on another really interesting app which you can download free off XBMC's website is the XBMC Media Server. So if you're running this in an industry like hospitality, a home, an office, anywhere where you want to give people a full selection of pictures, movies, videos, music, all that kind of stuff, you literally sync it to your media library. You can plug an external hard drive into the USB slot, or like I've done, wirelessly through our Western Digital wireless drive, and literally if I click movies, it puts them into categories. So I've got there, for example, the genres, I've got the artists, the sets, all that kind of stuff. If we say, for example, title, let's go into the titles. So now I'm going to load it up, as it will display, and there we go, we've got a whole lot of titles. And as you go to the movies, it also updates it with album art, which is really nice. So there's an old classic, there's Airplane. Yeah, so we take Ali, one of my all-time greats. As we load it up, you're getting the album art, you're getting the movie displayed, and this all jumps straight into the movie, and you've got a full player here to stream all your media straight through. So the MK808, for the price that it costs, which is roughly, you'll find on most websites it's retailing for about $50. If you add in the air mouse remote, you probably end up with a bit of shipping and a few extra costs, customs a few bits, at about $80. But for $80 you're really getting a ton of kit here. I mean, you're getting something with huge capability. I would pay twice that and still be happy with this device. I really thought I would buy it and never end up using it, but the truth is that I'm using this more than I'm using my tablet PC, and maybe even more than my smartphone when I'm at home. It's really being used. So a really great bit of kit. Well, anyway guys, that's my review of the MK808 Android Mini PC, available on many of the great online retailers. I will give a few links in the description below, as well as a link to my review for the unbox, images of the packaging and what comes in the box. See you guys soon. Cheers for now.